where people have a problem with the world, right? A lot of people that lived in the millennial years, you've been handed a lot of things without earning it. Generation Z is kind of the result of that as well, but and it's the result of parentage from Gen X and baby boomers, overcompensating, no doubt, and or splitting up the family. So a lot of you guys have been ruined. Yeah. But a lot of you have been miseducated, and it is up to you to find whatever your truth is. It's not my truth. Your truth is not my truth. But you got to find out that you've been lied to, not just about women and romance and marriage. You've been lied to about a bunch of things.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's up? What you doing?
Nine.
Yeah, what you ate today?
Nine.
How your day was?
Nine.
Hey, bro, go ahead and charge you.
Yeah, the charge right here. I can
See, bro, that's why I don't like being on the phone with you, because I'm on the phone with you. Every time I get on the phone with you, you want to talk to somebody else. Like, what? Dang. Oh.
I mean, what's up? What's up? Talk to me. What you want to talk about?
Nine.
Y'all remember that scene in 300, but that fucking ogre. Now, at the end, they did releasing them, but when they were marching and when I was looking, I was like, that's me all day. That's me with you guys. I've represented countless women. I've never heard a woman in my life say, that's the father of my kids. I don't want to do this. That's the father. Wait, you're a father. What is that? Like, I can raise the kids with you or without you. You're the father. Fathers aren't shit. Like, what do they say? Like, I'll be bad all by myself. Like, I can raise my kids. Like, I don't need nobody. It's just me and my kids. Give me some child support. Give me some child support in full custody and let's run it. They don't care.
And never will you hear it. But we appreciate you for the information anyway, Lead. Because a lot of people don't believe that what goes on in these courtrooms, what goes on behind closed doors, they don't understand that what happens in the courtroom between a lawyer and a judge, which is a banker, they don't understand that that's a language. When you hear a judge and a lawyer going back and forth, that's like a volley. Because as I told you before, it's called court for a reason. Same thing for a tennis court, you play a game. A basketball court, you play a game. Family, quote unquote, court, you're playing a game with people's lives. And you won't ever hear a woman talking about, that's the father of my children, don't do that. And nor should they ever care about you. Yeah, so they never would they care, because in Babylon, that's the setup. In Babylon, that's the setup. And so what you do is you got to kind of do what Moses did. Moses made it clear that he was not stingy with knowledge. Moses made it clear that even though he wasn't going to get to do what everybody else was going to get to do, because, you know, he came out, he got upset, he was denied going to the promised land, but he didn't then say, oh, I'm not going to teach them no more, I'm not going to lead them no more. He became even more intentful about passing that torch properly, and that's how fathers have to be. That's how men have to be, period. Stop committing suicide, stop giving up, fight, so you can teach this next generation so that they won't be bamboozled. People say love out their mouth all the time. You have to realize love is all action, and it don't take long to see a couple of actions that show you that this mug don't love me at all. This mug want to kill me. This mug hope that I just be destroyed. And it wakes you up, and that's why I enjoy being a man, because being a man, you go out here with little, and you still got to keep going. You go out here with the least of another, you know, a woman be quick to tell you what another man doing, Whether it be in the bedroom, whether it be with his money. I seen other men. I that will get them men. Quit bragging on them and get them. You know what I'm saying? Or you push through with one you're dealing with and quit trying to bring them down with your comparisons. Stop playing the role of a little sister, taking digs, because now I'm behind closed doors with this man full time now. So I'm gonna just take digs and that you would have never got away if you actually could have lived behind closed doors with your father for 18 plus years. You wouldn't be able to get away with taking digs at your pops. You wouldn't. But yet, these undisciplined moms come out here and they date these guys and they lay with these guys and they get all these experiences tallied up. And then before you know it, you marry this person or you have children with this person. You do things that ensure that you're tied to them to the point where you're living behind closed doors with them and they've got more time to unravel and show you who they really are. So when those masks are coming off before you know it, you're dealing with a whole tyrant behind closed doors that just loves to nag and irritate you. And it's not until she wears herself out with her little game that now all of a sudden, I've had enough. Let me run down to this court and put this man on papers and bring people in our business that never laid in our bed and everything else. Because I'm not grown enough to make decisions for myself. You know, on top of it, I want to hurt this Negro. So I want to destroy this Negro. I want to tear him apart. I'm going to watch him go out here and lose. And that man just fighting. He's standing up shoulder to shoulder with other men. He ain't giving up. You can't break him. So you get to sit back and be a spectator and as he take his journey and he become great, because he always was great, whether you was, you know, just because you couldn't stand there and you gave up and you jumped off the ship. You know, it is what it is. You get to be a spectator now. So good job, Lee. Good job. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. Y'all brothers ought to be real grateful to God, man. Y'all got a lot of people talking for y'all all of a sudden. You know, you got real mad females with the lips poked out. I was just watching a platform a second ago, and one woman in particular, boy, just mouth poked out. She want to keep going back and forth with everybody on the panel, and because they don't like that there are women speaking up for men now, let alone lawyers and people that are coming out in these courts and admitting the scams, admitting what's going on, admitting the fact that, shoot, a woman could have never gotten the father to even sign a birth certificate, but if she was married to somebody and they got a divorce, he's got less than 12 months to fight against that, or they just gonna put his name on the birth certificate. Literally, a man could have stepped up to a woman, married a woman, ain't even his child, but if that birth certificate is vacant and the courts need somebody to take responsibility for that, because they look at that child, they look at every human being like a ward, like a stock, like a bond. That's why when you go to prison, you got a number across your chest, you're a bond. That's why when you go to court, you get numbers. So this woman ain't found a father her children, but she married you. You get a divorce of that woman, and there's a time limit for you to fight against that and improve that, because otherwise they'll just throw your name on the birth certificate. But somebody has to be accountable for that bond. It's like a receipt. You have to sign it to make it official. The mugs don't know the tricks and the scams of the courts. Here's all these years that y'all played on the hearts and the emotions of children and fathers. You should fight. You should fight. All my life you should fight. And man, a lot of that stuff is just empty words, because your fight can land you outside somebody's door, and the next minute you know, you walking away in handcuffs because of that fight. Not about 90% of the time, whether she's a piece of crap or not, because it's deadbeat moms too. So if you got a deadbeat and a deadbeat together, woman and man, and 90% of the time, the children still going with the woman based off the courts. What does that mean? They don't care nothing about who the woman is and who the man is. They just want that man to pay. Because that child support is a scam that funds and takes care of a lot of things in the state. That's all. So the woman is more, because as the scriptures tell you, she's the weaker vessel. That translates to today that she's going to be the one that follows the government's rules easier than the man, because as the man gets revelation from God, he understands where he lives. Therefore, he realizes we're in the world, not of it. So there's going to be some things that he commands in his home. That woman ain't feeling that, so she need to get you out. So when she gets you out, now her in the court standing against you. She puts the children through the public food system. And now everybody's a ward of the state. As long as she does what she's supposed to do, which she's basically a babysitter, and you're going to foot the bill. They going to be on this and that and the other, and you going to foot the bill. But people swear up and down, it's for the kids, just for the kids, man. Y'all have no idea. Well, thank God for lawyers like this. Appreciate you, Lee.